Hey guys, welcome to another video, and boy do I have a lot to talk to you guys about. So today was the 25-star enhancement update patch along with Manad, which is the third season of Arc update, and I think that's we're basically getting one season every month. There's a lot of stuff that happened today, so I want to go over it, and I want to just let you guys know what my progress has been so far. I wanted to try to score floor 50 in Dojo before the 25-star update comes out, because after the 25-star update comes out, I'm pretty confident I could reach maybe floor 52, possibly, depending on how good I am. I think it's like mostly boiling down to mechanics. I think I have enough damage. I just need to make sure I can take on the monsters without like getting stunned too much or seduced or missing too much. Although I do need to get level 240. So I think it's a good idea to talk to you guys about what's been going on so far with my updates in Star Forcing. I had my live stream, so if you guys watched the full VOD, you already know what happened. But for those of you guys who didn't watch the VOD, I'm just going to be talking right here. I burned about 90 bill, I would say, and from what a lot of people have told me, I've actually gotten very lucky in some cases and very unlucky in other cases. There's a lot of mixed feelings right now about enhancing at the current moment in many servers. In fact, I've heard a couple horror stories of some people who blew up like multiple arcane weapons trying to get themselves to 22 stars. But conversely, there was like a guy that got 23 stars on their first try or something, which is ridiculous because to get 22 to 23 stars, it's a 3% chance, and that's pretty crazy. I, on the other hand, I want to play it safe, and rather than enhancing one item at a time to get to a very high star count, I wanted to make sure I do it incrementally and evenly, because I feel like that's like the best distribution of stat that you can get. So let's start right here. I haven't touched my Meistering because I want to wait until I can get a spare one. That way if I ever blow it up, I can always just equip a second one. And also currently the safeguarding is not working right now, which is why I haven't touched my Arcane Dagger either, because safeguarding is still locked to only 14 stars. And to get to 17 stars, that's not available yet, although Nexon said they're going to fix it up a little bit later. So my string has been untouched. With my solid Gog string, I managed to get to 17 stars without booming it once. And my superior Gog string, I managed to get to 17 stars without booming it at all either. My reinforced Gog string did blow up once, but wasn't a problem. I had one spare ready and waiting to go, and that got to 17 stars. My pendants both got to 17 stars relatively quickly actually. I think it was a total of maybe 10 attempts combined to get to 17 stars. Very nice. Then my hat. Now I got 3 items in my Star Forcing session to 20 stars. My hat, my top, my bottom. Reason being is because I think these 3 are the easiest to replace if they ever blow up, and the only thing it really costs me is just more meso. But at 20 stars, these things give a ton of attack, like 55 attack, and my pants is already almost at 300 luck, and my top is about 267, but it would also be around 300 luck if I got the same flame. My hat, despite it not being properly scrolled, I just still want to enhance it anyway. If I get a better one in the future, I can always get it up to 20 stars at my own pace. My tattoo was the 4th item I tried to get up to 20, or technically the 5th item I tried to get up to 20 stars, but it kept blowing up. One time it blew up at 0.7%, another time it blew up from 14 to 15 stars, and then twice it blew up during my run to 20 stars. I'd like 2 times it got to 19 stars, but I failed the 19 to 20, which did suck, but whatever, it's okay. Seawater glasses got to 17 stars, and it only blew up once, so that's okay. You're averaging about maybe I think 3 to 4 booms per 22 star run, and sometimes you might get lucky, sometimes you won't. I think my top took about maybe 6 attempts, which was pretty annoying, but it ended up coming out pretty well anyway. My Meister Shoulder, I did get up to 17 stars. The reason why I'm not converting to an Absolab is because I would rather just wait until I get Arcane, because Arcane is just like a much more significant increase in damage. Absolab is only for like a short increase. My Galaxy earrings actually managed to get to 17 stars without blowing up, which is nice, and I appreciate that. It's really powerful, and I think the fact that Galax and Sweetwater can go up to 17 star or 25 stars with the exception of the belt, the boots, the glove, and the cape, it helps a lot because now we can continue using the same equipment that we've had before, and we don't have to like get any new equipment. The badge, I'm going to refrain from getting to 17 stars because Sengoku High is not out yet, so if I blow up this badge, I could always go back to my Ghost Ship badge, but I'd rather not. It's right here, I think. There it is. But I'd rather just keep this one for the time being. Then the Seawater Katara. Oh boy. Okay. This is my 5th Katara. I say 5th because this thing blew up 4 times. What's even more annoying is that from the 19th to 20 star, I failed that 7 times. So this thing will be 20 stars now. However, there is one current issue right with the Sweetwater Katara. One sec. In that it basically has, I think it's glitched. A lot of people are saying the Sweetwater Guitar is glitched because look, it's only giving me Dex and Luck. For the first 2 stars, it did grant me attack. I think it was 9 attack per star, but then after that it stopped giving attack, which is kind of weird, and I don't know why. But I plan to get this to 22 stars if they ever fix that. The Sweetwater Guitar will be the first item. I'm going to attempt to go to 22, just because it's like the biggest bang for your buck. Actually no, if memory serves, it doesn't matter what item you enhance early on after the 15 star mark, because all of them give the same amount of bonus, right? Yeah. So it doesn't matter, you don't really need to scroll or enhance your weapons, you can also enhance your armor pieces, and I do plan to get my Sweetwater tattoo and glasses, as well as my Gollix gear to 22 or 20 stars whenever possible, but I'm kind of running low on money. Overall though, I think it turned out pretty nice. I got everything I wanted to at least 17 stars with the exception of the Meister ring, the dagger, and the badge. Although, I will easily be able to get these to 17 stars once Safeguard comes out, and I still have 30 bill left that I'm waiting to use and hopefully it'll work out. As for range, I'm sure you guys are mostly more concerned about that. A pretty significant improvement. I've gotten to 45k luck. I was at 42k before we started, that's just because I made a couple more upgrades on the side, but I went from 24 mil range clean to 30.5. That actually caught me off guard. It is to my understanding that, you know, every star you get essentially equates to about 10 attacks, so since I got 2, 2, 2, 6, 8, 10, 15, 17, 19, 24, 29, 31, 35, and then 37. That basically means 37 all stat, or no, not 37, 300 like 80-ish all stat, and 370 weapon attack. That is very substantial, but I just didn't expect it to give me this much range. And I actually can now, if I may show you right now. Without any buffs whatsoever, I'm going to quickly charge up my Final Cut. And we just have to wait for Ark's Link skill to pop up. It's going to take 25 seconds, which will take a little bit, but if you were to just be patient for a little bit. Any minute now. Alrighty, here we are. And finally, 99.99 only self-buffed. Well, minus terms and conditions, which is only for 10 seconds. Even so though, that's pretty impressive. I'd say I didn't expect to reach my goal of being able to hit 99999999999. What, you guys get the idea. And I didn't expect to get that so quickly actually, because normally remember before I had to use like Rune of Destruction, I had to use attack pots, I had to use guild skills, I had to use Onyx Apple, Wilderness Hunter, and now I can do it clean, which is, or not clean, but I can do it without any extra supplements. I'm very proud about that. Big milestone. Of course, I'm not going to stop upgrading if and whenever possible. Whenever I do get more Meso, I'm going to try to get all of these guys to 10 stars, or not 10, 20 stars, and then 22 stars eventually. But like I said, the way I like to upgrade my gear is I like to do it incrementally. I like to increase all of my gear together, not really just like all at once. Because some people have been focusing only on, let's say, upgrading their weapons, whereas I like to just do it all around. And yeah. With Final Cut active, which is like, you know, technically counts as a self-buffed range because Final Cut is always available, I'm sitting at about 38 to 43 mil range. More if I had the Arc Link skill or if I had Shadow Meld. I'm at 45k luck. Arcane symbols will probably take me to a 50k luck if I were to do nothing else from here, but I still have a lot more luck I can get from doing 25 star and if I were to want to reflame anything. But for the time being, I'm very proud of where I am right now. Unfortunately, I did blow all of my reserves on my dual blade and my Xenon is left in the dust. But in the future, you know, maybe after a couple months, when I can get more Meso again, I'll go ahead and I'll do some enhancing on my Xenon. But my Xenon is going to be kept relatively weak. I am not going to get any of his gear to 17 or 20 stars yet just because it's really expensive. And I do want to focus mostly on my dual blade because that is the goal. I'm hoping that the rest of my guildies get lucky with Star Force so that we can get strong enough to maybe possibly take on Hard Lucid or even go for Hard Lotus and Damien, and then we can start getting those really good drops like Berserk or Damien's Eye Patch. But for the time being, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, just wanted to update you guys on what happened during the live stream. It was a lot of fun. Of course, if you would like to watch the live stream, I did record the VOD and I posted it on YouTube if you want to watch the entire thing. Just mostly me playing Cookie Clicker Simulation 2018 for 3 hours. That's literally all I did for the entire stream. Was I just spam clicked the left mouse key and then just like kept doing this basically. I'll probably make a video in the oncoming future about like what actually is going to be happening or how do you deal with getting your items to 15, 17, 20 stars, 22 stars. And then the equipment guide will be coming out soon too, as well as the unfunded classes videos, so stay tuned for that. but just wanted to get you guys updated on how I've been doing with my progression. And I think we'll leave it at that. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.